Hello everyone, Chocolo Roberto here for another video review. This time we have a Toblerone. Now bizarrely I don't think I've reviewed Toblerone. Or if I have, it was a long time ago, so I'm doing it again anyway. I seem to remember talking about the Toblerone bear, so I don't know if you can see the bear hidden in the mountain there. It's quite obvious when you think about it, isn't it? But you don't notice it until you look at it. So there we go, yeah. But anyway, digress. So I think Toblerone came under fire about a year ago because they reduced the size of the... Well, they basically, you had the sort of... Toblerone is a sort of weird triangular segmented bar, so it's kind of like flat with triangle peaks periodically through it. And what they did was, originally it looked acceptable, looked quite nice, but they increased the gap between the peaks by triple or double or tripled it or whatever, so it just looked ridiculous, almost looked like a toast holder, a toast rack, So I've got this one. I'm going to see if that's the case in this one, because obviously it wasn't the case. Well, it not obviously, but it wasn't the case when I reviewed it last time. So we'll see. So basically, it says Swiss milk chocolate with honey and almond nougat. Toblerone of Switzerland. So you get various types of Toblerone. Usually the other types crop out around Christmas times like that. When you get white chocolate ones and stuff, or special ones that say Father's Day on it or something, or Mother's Day, or So. There we go. So it says, so basically it's a 100 gram bar, which is nice. So per 100 grams it's 535 calories, 29.5 grams of fat, 18 of which are saturates. Or for 25 grams, a quarter, it's 134 calories, 7.4 grams of fat, 4.5 of which are saturates. Okay, so it looks quite nice, I think you'd say. I think I quite like the Turbo Wrap. It's very unique. Triangular as well, there's nothing else quite like it that I know of anyway. See the bear. Presumably it's the Swiss Alps. Do you get bears in the Swiss Alps? I don't know. I didn't think you did, but maybe you do. I think you do actually. I was like, I was watching some documentary. Some bears in Europe. Maybe. Not some bears somewhere in Europe, I think, but I don't know if it's the Alps. Maybe it is. Kind of had the feeling it was around Turkey or something, but who knows? Maybe it is the Alps. Anyway, let's give it an open. So let's have a look. So yes, so you open up. So it's got quite a nice foil covering there, which is nice. Comes out quite well. Doesn't seem to be the one. Well, maybe it is. Yeah. So there's no. You can't do the old Kit Kat sort of foil. Well, maybe you can actually. You get a bit of peaks. Obviously, you have to care not to rip it, but you can kind of do it. You get a bit of the peaks coming through. Now you can see already that actually isn't the one with them big gaps in. So I don't know whether this is a. I mean, I did buy it about a month ago or something, but yeah, 2019 is the sell-by date. So I don't know why this one doesn't have the gaps in. Maybe it's the smaller bars that do. I don't know, but you can see this one here still has the. It's still not got big gaps between the peaks. I think in the new bars the gap is like. Well, it doesn't come down and join in the middle. There's just a big gap. It's just terrible. So. Anyway, let's give it an actual open, shall we? There we go. So yeah, this is a sort of bigger sized one than perhaps a mini chocolate, the mini sort of bar sized one you get in the newsagents or whatever. So you can see here, quite nice. Now the eagle-eyed among you, just spell out Toblerone on the peaks, but the eagle-eyed among you, so there's one gap there and then there's Toblerone, but then there's two blank ones here, so it does make me think that maybe at one point there was either an extra segment. I don't know, kind of annoys me a bit, that, just from my so-called OCD side of it, where I'd prefer it to be symmetrical, but there we are. It says obviously on the other side as well. Toblerone. There we go, so it's quite a... I think you can see all the knobbles though from all the nougat and whatnot. Yeah, it's quite nice. I think they could have put the bear on one of those, wouldn't you? Just to put the Toblerone bear or something on the Alps or whatever. Picture, like they've done on everything else, all this stuff. Perhaps just even have that on one of them, yeah. Or even have it on the end, I don't know. They could have done a few things, I don't know. It's money though, isn't it? But yeah, they could have... Would have been quite nice actually if they'd done those bits like they do at the end of the wrapper. Anyway, there we go. Yeah, so I think we'll measure this one, measure at the bottom. So width-wise, obviously it's very difficult because of the pyramids or whatever, triangles, but it's about 3.1 centimetres wide at the bottom. And length-wise, it's about 20.7 long, 20.7 centimetres. Yes, there we go. And height-wise, not quite as tall as the Alps, about 3.1 centimetres high. Yeah, and then measuring the point of the pyramid to the bottom is about 2.6. So the length of the side is about 3.1. But from the centre to the bottom, it's about 2.6, 2.7. So there we go. Okay, so let's snap one off. So you can basically see, there you go, you can see all that nougat-y stuff there in the centre. It's quite chewy. I've had Toblerone before. Melting a bit in my hands today. It's a bit warm out. I'm just going to cut it down the middle. Yeah, so you see the nougat does extend into the pyramid as well, into the Alps, well, the triangle itself. So that's quite good. So it looked from this side, obviously you can't see anything sticking through. I think it's done on purpose. It was quite clever to be able to do that actually, to stop it coming through on these ones, because they clearly do it on purpose. But it is actually still there, so I don't know how they do that, but yeah. Mind you, close inspection, you can see sort of bits coming through actually, can't you? It's not too prominent now, so I don't know how they do that. But it's there just, I think you can see in these ones. Yeah. Still, not bad. Okay, right, it's a bit melting today, so I'm getting chocolate on my fingers. Let's lift this up. Do it quite gingerly because I've got my microphone just next to it and the wires typically have tangled together, so yeah. Okay, so let's give it a time. I'm going to take one whole section and see what it's like, so let's give it a go. Well. Not bad at all, really. I think doesn't quite taste as good as I remembered it tasting. And the nougat has got quite good crunch to it, but it's there's a nice crunch to it with the nougat. It's a very creamy chocolate. It's a nice chocolate, quite distinct. I get lots of crunch. Really almond nougat. It's okay, you don't really get much of an almond taste. I have to say, you mainly just get a crunch. It's semi-sweet, semi-almondy, I guess, but not really. You probably wouldn't know it's almond and honey unless it's told you, well, because without reading the box. But it's quite nice. It's quite a nice texture. It's got a nice crunch to it. It's a nice taste actually. The nougat doesn't taste too bad, but it tastes a bit. It doesn't taste chipboardy, if that's a good way to say it. I mean, some of these sort of, some of these sorts of fillings can be a bit, as I say, just paper-like or a bit sort of flat or a bit sort of woody, can't they, really? And it doesn't taste like that at all. It just has a nice. Doesn't really have much of a. I don't know. It's more about the texture rather than the taste, I'd say. I don't think it really has a taste. It's just it's very subtle if it is. It seems to blend quite well with the chocolate. The chocolate's very nice. It's sort of semi-creamy chocolate. As I say, it is melting quite heavily in my hands. So it's that kind of chocolate. It's a bit more of a, I would describe it as more of a creamy chocolate anyway. But it's nice. It's not overly sweet either. It's got a sort of, it's not a sweet chocolate. I wouldn't say, obviously it is sweet, but it's not a sweet chocolate. But it's nice, really. Yeah, I've been looking at it before I forget as well. It gives you in a quarter. So just so we know, a quarter is 134 calories, 7.4 grams of fat, 4.5 which is saturates. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we get 12 segments actually in the whole thing. So just before I forget, a quarter is obviously 3 segments. So 3 segments is your 134 calories. So yeah, there we go. So not too bad. So about 45 calories in each segment. So yeah, so not too bad. Yeah, I think it looks quite nice. I like the sort of pyramid shapes of it. You can see I like that. I like the, I do like the way it looks. I like the presentation of it. Yeah, I think it definitely does stand out a lot. I mean, it's quite a standard bar now, really. So everyone knows of Toblerone, don't you? So it's nothing shocking. You can see that's a quite good example. You see the big chunk of nougat there. Now, I have had nougat, this sort of nougat, a big bar of it, and I must disclosure, I'm not a massive fan of it. It's just a bit too non-chocolatey for me, let's put it that way. But with chocolate, it's nice. I think, usually there's bits a bit smaller. You can see there, small bits. You had one big chunk a minute ago. So now a bit smaller here. You can see there's big chunks there as well. It's just it's just a nice chocolate with a filling that's a bit different, I don't think it doesn't really blow me away. I quite happily eat it. It's not sickly. It's just nice, really. I think there's other fillings I'd prefer to have. I just don't think it's not quite up there with my favourite chocolates, but it's definitely not unpleasant. It's really nice, and it's just a bit sort of, doesn't stand out enough. It doesn't have the flavours, I think, to make it a bit more interesting. As I say, it's sort of like honey and almond nougat, but you can't really taste that. You just get the texture of a crunch in there. I can't really taste almonds. I can't really taste honey. I mean, it might be, if it didn't have honey in it, for instance, maybe it would taste different. If it didn't have almonds in it, maybe it would taste different. But you can't really, there's no way of knowing that from what we've got here. I just don't taste any honey. The chocolate doesn't taste any sweeter because of it. It doesn't taste any more almondy. Before I do reviews and things, I quite happily eat Toblerone and not really notice any of these things. Not really caring. Just it's really nice. It's Toblerone. But when you're actually trying to look for these flavours and you actually think about it, you don't get anything from that nougat in there other than the crunch. There's no taste of honey that you can easily perceive. And there's no taste of almond either. You just can't really sort of get any of those things. If someone told me, here, when you have honeycomb or something like that, you can sort of taste the honeycomb taste. We're covered in chocolate or whatever, and whether you like it or not, you can still taste it. But with this one, you just can't really you don't really get that taste. He said, oh yes, it's a chocolate with honey flavoured filling, so it's got like a cup of honey or something in it. So like chocolate covered honey cups or something like that, and you bit it, and you'd expect to taste honey, wouldn't you? Really, sort of sweet liquid. Obviously, it's not liquid form, this one, but you don't taste that sweetness here. And the same with almonds. Almonds has a very specific taste, and I don't get that from this either. So yeah, I don't know. It's not, but having said all that, it's nice. It's a nice chocolate. It's a nice texture with the crunch. The crunch doesn't taste, as I say, chipboardy. It just sort of is a crunch. Doesn't really have that much of a longevity other than the fact that just when you bite it, it's got a nice crunch to it, nice sort of, semi-hard crunch, but not to break your teeth. So I think overall, I think a low 4 out of 5, a high 3.5 out of 5. I think for me, it's not the worst bar in the world. It's just doesn't blow me away. So there we go. Right, okay guys, hope you enjoyed that review. Follow me to subscribe, like my videos. Also follow me on Instagram and things like this. Leave a comment or two, and I'll see you next time. Thanks again, everyone. Take care. See you later. Bye.